And all of this was his?
Yes. Yeah, all 300 pieces.
Wow.
Yeah.
That door serves as a gateway to what feels like a whole world of model railroading. More than 300 model trains, more than 2,000 individual pieces. It's the collection of one man, all in the basement of the Thomas T. Tabor Museum in Williamsport.
Look at all these sets. I mean, you could be here for days just looking at these.
Museum director Gary Park showed us what LaRue Shemp from Williamsport gathered throughout his lifetime, starting as a boy in the early 1900s. First, seeing the trains that passed through Williamsport, then getting a gift that keeps on giving.
Early on, he was given a train set for Christmas, and that really inspired him. He started going to rummage sales, to flea markets, auctions, and he started collecting this massive collection of over 300 trains.
A lot of visitors will find trains from their childhood here.
This particular model, the 381.
But also many that are unique.
Unfortunately, they found that it was so heavy, a child couldn't lift it. So it was never put into production, so it's one of a kind.
There are quite a few that are one of a kind, and other bad ideas too. How about a pink train designed for girls?
Well, the girls were offended. They didn't want a pastel train, and so it was a total flop.
And while there are hundreds on display, it wouldn't be quite right to have a tribute to model railroading.
Well, why don't you push the button?
Okay. Without being able to bring them to life. There aren't as many train sets like these in homes as there were generations ago. For many older folks, this gets that train interest back on track. For kids, maybe it gets a love of railroads out of the station.
Well, we have to chase people out at 4 o'clock. And often that includes a crying child, or maybe a crying adult.
This collection still having an impact 40 years after it first became an exhibit here.
I'm so thrilled when we have a family come in and I say, well, when were you last here? In 3rd grade, 40. They're now 40, but they've brought their children or grandchildren to see the trains.
One man's love of model trains still chugging along. Jon Meyer, Newswatch 16 on the Pennsylvania Road in Williamsport.